Track to 7, I'm Tatum Miller.
And I'm Alex Larson. Well, we're continuing our team coverage this morning on this First Alert Weather Day.
Yes, our First Alert weather team has been warning us all week. Now the snow finally here.
And our Valley News team's Anna Ball-Weber is live this morning with the latest on our current conditions across the metro. Good morning, Anna. How is it looking out there?
Yeah, good morning, ladies. Despite everything that's going on, all these hazardous conditions and everything, it is so pretty out here. You can see behind me the trees are just kind of covered in snow. It's a winter wonderland and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, you heard from me earlier, I was at the pedestrian bridge off of University after that. Then I went to around Randy's Diner. It was an intersection, and now I've actually moved to a complete residential area just to show you kind of the snow accumulation we have here. That intersection earlier, it was completely plowed. Now that we're around all these houses, you can see that this road has not down. It kind of feels like it's coming and going. So expect to see that all throughout the day. And the wind is exactly why we're in that winter weather advisory watch until 6 o'clock. So if you haven't left the house yet, make sure that you're doing everything you can to prepare, whether that's packing your car for anything you need, putting those extra layers on and everything. Make sure you're just taking everything slow this morning. We're all trying to get our bearings back on how to drive in this winter weather. You can stick with Valley News Live all throughout the day. We're going to continue to watch the storm. It's always a great idea also to have that VNL weather app. But for now, I'm going to send things over back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, thank you, Anna, for all of your live reports this morning. Stay warm. Now, we showed you a look outside, but we're checking in with Alex to see how those roads are holding up.
Hey, Tatum. Yep, let's get a check of these travel maps. So we're still seeing a lot of yellow and purple here. That's going to be scattered ice, compacted snow. Be careful out there. We do have some warnings. Those are going to be north of Grand Forks, one in Grafton, and then we've got one further north, a little more on I-29, so be mindful out there. But one of the main stories this morning that we're looking at, a part of I-94 is shut down. That's going to be near Downer. It says on this road map that the road is closed between Minnesota 336 and exit 15. If we go over here, Sergeant Jesse Graybo with Minnesota State Patrol has tweeted out that 3 jackknife semis are on I-94 blocking some of the roads. He says that those roads are obviously very slippery and icy. We'll check out these pictures right here. Pull this one up. Yeah, you can see that semi off to the side of the road. This one here. Another picture there. Yes, lots to be mindful of this morning, and we will keep you updated throughout the entirety of this winter storm system. And on this First Alert Weather Day, it is a good idea to keep that VNL News app handy for updates right at your fingertips. You can download and use it for free. Just search VNL News in the App Store today.
And we do have one school closing so far today, Dakota Prairie Public School. You can find a full list of closings and delays on that VNL News app as well. Now we are sending things right on over to meteorologist Lisa Green with all the details of our forecast and how long this snow is sticking around. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning on this First Alert Weather Day. Here is what we are first alerting you to here today. So this morning, likely the worst of it. We've got this intense winds. We've got the snow still falling and a widespread area of snow. Some of those bands of snow a little heavier than others too. And the roads have been freezing up that haven't been treated after the wet weather we had yesterday. So that's turning to ice, some slush out there, and just snowy roads in general. A lot of slick spots out there this morning. And then later today, we'll still be tracking these snow showers. They're still ongoing. Some of them will be diminishing into the evening hours, but even for the evening drive, I'm expecting to have some trouble with some snow and some wind still ongoing and just plain cold today. So here's a look at our latest alerts. A winter weather advisory in blue for most of the valley. That winter storm warning remains in effect around the Devil's Lake area back to Minot. And we are looking at these lasting until 6 o'clock tonight. That can help give you an idea of the length, the duration of impacts that we'll be experiencing. Our highest reports for snow so far, Adams area from about 4 to 5 inches estimated by a viewer. I measured 3 inches here at the station early this morning before the valley today started, and it's still snowing. So we'll continue to build up that snowfall. I would expect to see more areas getting in that 1 to 3 inch range possible, in addition to what we've seen here today as the snow continues to come down. And so we'll continue to track track this for you this morning and watching our DOT and our sky cams with the station as well. Again, this is our view at the Dakota Magic Casino. You can see the camera shaking, the snow blowing around there with that as well. Reports coming in below freezing. So again, icy, slick conditions rather, and then winds that continue to gust into the 30s, 40s, and yes, even 50s in some of our western viewing area. If you're in the east, it's more just snow impacts. So out of the bus stop this morning, if you're not delayed, if your school isn't closed this morning, you can expect some snowy conditions, slick conditions. The kids will want their snow boots and their winter coats and hats and gloves. And heading home from the bus stop, still looking at similar conditions today. It does improve tonight and into tomorrow. And we're going to be tracking this for you throughout the day right here on Valley News Live. And of course, you can access the latest on the VNL Weather app.
Online and on air. Thank you so much, Lisa. New for you this morning, a Grand Forks man in custody on multiple charges after fleeing from police late last night.
The Grand Forks Police Department says they attempted to stop a vehicle after he failed to stop at a stop sign. That's when police say the driver took off. Officers also say the driver fled north, eventually crashing into a pump station building on 8th Avenue South.
The driver, 37-year-old Brody Welsh, then fled from police on foot, but was eventually taken into custody. Welsh was arrested for DUI, DUI refusal, fleeing, and several other charges. Officials say Welsh's vehicle and the pump station are both damaged from this incident. Nobody else was hurt, though.
Also new this morning, 2 people are hurt after a crash on I-29 in Fargo late last night.
Highway Patrol says that crash happened shortly after 10:30 p.m. when an SUV slowed down to take the exit to 19th Avenue North. The driver of a pickup was heading behind them, did not react in time and hit the SUV. 2 people inside the pickup are suffering minor injuries and were taken for treatment.
The driver of the SUV was not hurt, however. Highway Patrol noted that the roads were icy at the time of the crash. This crash remains under investigation.
A North Dakota climatologist explaining a family of 4 likely experienced wind chill values of more than 30 degrees below zero when they died trying to cross the northern border in January 2022.
That was some of the testimony from day 2 of the deadly human smuggling trial in Fergus Falls.
Prosecutors say Steve Shand and Harsh Kumar Patel were part of an international criminal network that smuggled families seeking better lives in the United States. That trial is going to continue today. Nearly 80 million Americans are expected to travel over Thanksgiving. That's according to AAA's travel forecast.
Reporter Michael Yoshida joins us to break down those numbers, including what you should know if you're planning on driving to your Turkey Day destination.
Across the country, Americans are gearing up to get out for the Thanksgiving holiday.
For the first time, we're looking at a 7-day travel window, starting on Tuesday before Thanksgiving and ending that Monday. And we're projecting nearly 80 million people are going to be traveling domestically during that time. This is going to be a new record.
Of that 80 million, 71.7 million people will be hitting the roads and taking advantage of lower gas prices. The national average last Thanksgiving Day was $3.26. This year, AAA says barring disruptions from tropical storms, gas prices will continue to fall.
Gas prices are much lower than they were this time last year, and we could be seeing a national average around Thanksgiving that's below $3 a gallon, which we haven't seen since 2021.
So when should you hit the road? INRIX, a provider of transportation data and insights, says Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon are the worst times to travel by car. The best times to hit the road is Thanksgiving Day, when interstates and highways are typically clear and travelers won't clash with commuters. But no matter when you choose to travel, use caution.
AAA's biggest safety message is always slow down, move over. With an additional 1 million people on the roads, you're going to have more congestion, more cars, and unfortunately more emergencies.
And if you're planning to take a flight, be prepared for busy terminals. Air travel is also expected to set a new record, up more than 2% compared to last year. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on.
If you are heading out the door, though, remember there are lots of things to be mindful of. We'll keep you updated on our news and weather app. Until then, though, my name is Alex Larson.
And I'm Tatum Miller. Take care.